Welcome back, my wonderful treasures, to a beautiful night in Eberron. Tonight I bring you more wilderness content. I hope you guys enjoyed the Waterworks one. I definitely enjoy going through those. It's kind of like I say, these wilderness things are kind of content most like, I guess, elite players will kind of skip over. Um, I'd say there's maybe one or two that I know of that are like top tier things, but for the most part, the wilderness stuff is not normally worked on. Now, you'll see here that we are still in the harbor. We're just down the way, actually, from Waterworks. So if you come across that corner right down over here, you'll see the Cerulean Hills. That's where we're at today. So there's some people out here who have some quests. I'll make different videos specifically for their quests. This episode is specifically about the wilderness. So we are going to enter the Cerulean Hills. And we are going to show you another way of... Pretty much, this is how like most of the wilderness are like. Is like this. You'll notice, as soon as we pop in here, you'll notice that the area is huge. Huge. Alright? So, this is my first time in Cerulean Hills on this account, but I mean, I know a little bit. But, best thing to do is if you're not sure, right, follow along with this guide. You'll find out exactly where things are. If you're a visual learner, this is nice. I know there are also maps out there available. But luckily, with this, it gives you the whole map, the entire thing. So, this is the entrance, right? This place over here brings you to the Gatekeeper's Grove. Completely different area, don't need to worry about it. There is a quest right here for Nash Braza. And then there is another entrance for a quest right down here, the Hargrove family. And Sepulchre of the Ancients, or Sepulchre of the Ancients, sorry. So there's 3 quest spots in this area. I believe the 2 of them were right outside that gate with that guard and that lady. And then this one over here at Nash Braza. So you get some quests done here while you're at it. But I believe they are also explorer points. You'll see that we have the Explorer, which is different than the Rare Encounters and the Slayers. I did explain Rare Encounters last time, but I have no problem explaining them again. They're essentially just rare monsters that spawn in random places, and you fight them, right? That's pretty much it. If I recall correctly, it looks like there's only one thing in here that actually... there's one thing in here that... what am I talking about here? There's only one rare encounter in here that spawns twice in 2 different areas. So everything else has a specific point. If it does not spawn, then it's not going to happen. Now, the Slayers for here... this is also, for the record, a level 3... wilderness area, so you have to be between the level range of 1 and 6 to get full experience, so I will not be getting full experience for this. I'm taking a hit out of my time to get maybe 500 experience out of this whole thing, so that I can show you guys what the best way to go about doing this. So if you guys enjoy that, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I put in this hard work for you guys to give you guys an idea of how things are going to go. So, there's probably no way in hell that I'm getting this through on the first run, but I'll try my best. So, from the beginning area, we start at the top of the map, right? So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head on over to the first one, which is right over by this quest. So you're going to go ahead and just head on over there. If you have anything to increase your speed, by all means use it. Another thing is that obviously as you go through, you're going to find enemies. There are going to be enemies all over the place. Bugbears, orcs, the whole 9. So, what you'll want to do, and there isn't a secret boss this way. So you're not in jeopardy of getting any... Okay, I'm not obviously shooting him. You're not going to be in jeopardy of, you know, finding a specific enemy. But you'll come right over here. You will get your very first explorer. Ash Braza has a quest for you in here called Where There's Smoke. It's an easy quest, honestly. So, but we'll do a series specifically for that. Hi, Bugbear. That followed me all the way over there. So, next what we're going to do is we're going to take a right over here. We're going to head right over to this area, which is a quick foot safe house, I believe is the name for it. So we have to go up and over. Go over here. Kill all your enemies, because obviously you want slayers. Another thing to note in here is that max slayers for this is pretty high. I think the max slayers for this was 750, I want to say. 400. Okay, never mind. So Cerulean Hills, not that high. Now, there should be a... there it is right there. Small cavern. So you'll see we got the Explorer. Now we're going to go in here, and there should be a name. If there is a name, we get him. Although it doesn't quite look like it. Okay, Quickfoot Master Thief. Now, while those characters' names are red, that is not actually the character that we're looking for. That is not the name, so it does not look like we got them. Which is unfortunate. So, while you get a lot of Slayers in here, there was no named enemy. So, of course, right here, I will go ahead and put in a clip of me coming in and then fighting the named enemy that spawns. And then, of course, we can continue on our way. So, best part is you still get the Explorer, but you don't get the name, so you'll have to go back there. Our next location, right over here. Right in this area. So, right over here, there is another name and a Explorer point. I like when they're both in the same area, too. It really does help a lot in regards to trying to figure that out. Now, getting in there, you gotta kind of just go around, up and over, kill some bugbears, kill some more bugbears, then you're gonna go up. So now you're just entering right over here. You'll see this area. So it's got gargoyles over here.
Carved statues of hideous creatures line
Fiendish lion.
marble dais.
So, as far as I can tell, usually when a name enemy spawns, even if you don't see it immediately, there's normally a chest nearby. So, because there is not a chest nearby, I would believe to say that there is nothing that spawned here. So, I will put the link, or the clip, of me fighting this thing, killing it, and then getting the loot. So, I believe Lodagath is the name of the creature. So, that's what you're looking for. I think it's also a lion, but it's not a lioness. So, right over here, you're gonna find another. Thing right over here. Sculpture of the Ancients. So right here, there would be a, this is where a, quest is, but it's not like over here. This is just a area in which a quest is located. There's only 14, of these things, so, I'm sure they're located somewhere else. But down here, what you're gonna find
the old mine
is a cave-in.
Long since collapsed. Someone must have dug one too many times.
This cave-in also is another quest. The Heart of the Problem. You need to be on that in order to do that. So this is another one of your areas in which you'll go to. And now we'll just make our way on over here to the Hargrove area, if I recall. Hop on over this way. Take the trunk on over here. Now, I'm not sure if this one is an explorer or not. I'd imagine it is. It is not. So, the Hargrove area is not an explorer. So, these two areas, you don't have to go to them. But if you want to, if you have the quest, you can always go to them. So, then after that, the next thing we have to do is go this way. All the way over here to that edge. Where you find the Orc Prison. Orc's Prison. I believe it's not a prison for orcs. I believe it is a prison run by orcs. He was behind me the whole time. Haha. So, another quick little route over here. And as I said, you know, just keep getting those slayers as you keep going. I mean, it's easy for me because I have range, but you might be a fighter. So you'll see behind that waterfall there is something there. So now you found the explorer. Now you're gonna go into it, and then there should be a boss in here. If there is not, then there isn't. I think it's Untitled Stoutfield says the name of the guy. So he might be deeper in here. Or cleric, it does not quite look like it. Yeah, it looks like it's just a lot of orcs. I don't have any of my, change that. Realizing I don't have any of these on. Let me go down here. So this, I assume, is where they would be if they were here. Or maybe they'd be up there, I'm not quite sure. But that is where Untitled Stoutfield is. So we're 0 for 3 as far as our named things go. But I will obviously put a clip here that will show you what happens when they do spawn. That way you don't have to watch a 3-hour-long video of me leaving and then coming back and then leaving and coming back, because that would suck. So next on our list, we're actually headed over here to this other tip of the map. So we're going over that way. We're going to find out there's another explorer over there, as well as a name. So I'm just going to go up over this way, get out of the water. Also there's, see, you'd think there'd be a name right here, but there is not. And then you could just go through all this brush. Never mind, just kidding, I'm a liar. It's a big tree there. So, just make your way down. However which way you want. You probably have 1,000 ways to do it. If you're a monk, you're probably flying through the air by now. So, good on you for that. But, okay. Who's attacking? I don't care enough. So, we're going to go on, bring ourselves down this way. You'll see there's a small cavern over here. In this small cavern, you're going to get your explorer.
Large
Scorpion's Lair.
Marks mar the ground in front of this cave.
And in the Scorpion's Lair, there should be a name called Ebony. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to spawn after. I'm just going to hit this, because it's going to be so much easier. Okay, so because I'm assuming there was supposed to be a boss here, Ebony, because once again, you'll notice, because there's no treasure chest anywhere nearby, that nothing had spawned. So, I will also show another clip of me finding Ebony and killing it. I believe Ebony is just a dark scorpion that you can kill. So, get out of here, wolf. Okay. So next, we're going over here, which is the wolf feeding ground. I assume this area right over here. That's a lot of wolves. That's another, that's another one there. So that is done. Now we are going to head on over here to this, which is the Tree of Sorrow. We're just making our way around the map as we go, so trying to get as much done as possible. Some more wolves along the way. This is the Tree of Sorrow. Swallowed by a bunch of lions. Just lions everywhere.
Haraway cried a single tear, and where it landed, this tree grew.
Also really cool because there are, there's like lore behind it, right? So that's the whole thing. So the next thing you're going to want to do... Oh, I guess there is another one down here. I completely missed this one. The Derelict Temple of Araway. So this area is another... it's another explorer. We kill all these lions. Fiendish lions, I tell you.
The ancient white marble ruins.
So there you go, the Temple of Araway.
Great temple to Araway, goddess of agriculture. Offerings
So you head up here.
Farmers are still left, and from the looks of the land here, rewarded.
That is a name. So that's Twin Fang, Lion Pack leader. So Twin Fang has been defeated. And then, of course, you have this down here. Or if you have a quest, I believe the quest is Sacred Bounty. So sometimes you might have to come back here to complete quests and such. Happen more often than not. They just kind of slap quest stuff in wilderness areas. So now that we've done with the Temple of Araway, we are now going to head over here. Oh, another door that I've completely missed, so good on me. They really do blend in when they're gray. When they're gray doors, you really don't see too much. Like I said, continue to get your slayers out. So over here, you have
continues east into
Road to the East. Rural Tribe Outpost. This is another quest. The Captives. So that is by that one girl out there, who was right out in front of the doorway. Looks like we have a name here. This is Garunt? Garrett. I'm missing everything I have here, so I apologize. So I believe this is the place. Garrett is able to spawn in one of two places. This seems to be one of the areas.
This cave, you guess there must be dozens of orcs.
You do also get an Orc Camp thing in here. And so in here, I believe you have Kargoth is the it's another enemy in here. So we got one of them. Doesn't look like we have a name in here. Does look like I'm lagging though, pretty hard, so that's great. Alright. So, no Kargoth, as far as I can tell, but we did get a Garunt. And it looks like I did, in fact, miss it, so I will go back and show you. But another place Garunt can spawn is right down over here, I guess. Right down in this area, right in between. So I'm sure there's an Orc Camp over here that I've completely missed. Went past. Right in this area, yeah, is another place where Garunt could spawn. So, if he's not here, he might be up in that area that we were just in. But of course, we did not find Garunt over down there. We found him up here. And then in that area, in this Orc Camp, which is another one of those explorers, you do get, there's a possibility at another name. So, obviously we did not get that. We are going to head on over to the next explorer, though. This one does not have a name in it. But we just follow that path we got down over this way. You'll see a caravan. This caravan will be a part of the explorers.
Judging from the debris, this happened quite recently.
So obviously you can tell it got, you know, ambushed by things. We're going to continue through this path to the vineyard. Right here. Literally right next door to it.
Rotted wood overgrown with several vines now resides where a
so that is the vineyard. And then
the label on the ground reads vintage.
Your last
78 YK.
Your last explorer area, because we've actually found all the areas where there would be secret bosses. Your last explorer area is the dam, which is right over there. So you can make your way on over to this area here. Obviously, like I said, kill everything in your path, because these guys don't care if you're dead, and you shouldn't care if they're dead, because they're pixels in a game. So right here is the dam. I do not believe you have to go high up or anything like that. I believe you can just walk yourself through here. You'll get it.
Several white marble stones have been piled up here as a makeshift dam.
So that is it for all the explorers. And now, like I said, you know, throughout all that, throughout our whole mission, I think we missed a good portion of actual enemies. I'm not sure on the count of enemies that are in this area, but I do know that even with just what we've done in this area alone, let's kill this guy. And there's obviously a lot of things up here, so another orc warrior. They all like to hide in the wheat here over there too, so that's the thing. And then of course, as you just continue to make your rounds, you'll get more and more kills for your Slayer stuff. So even just in this big roundabout that we essentially just did, we only got... see, I think that's a final count for right now. Yeah, so 114. Yep. So 114, we're back at the entrance now. So 115, I'm sorry, 115 Slayers in one walk around this place. That is also with several of the bosses not being found. So we are still missing 5 bosses. That is Thalin in the safe house over here, which I'm sure you've gotten. And then, of course, Laudagath, which is another boss over here in the Garden of Stone. Then there was also the Thalin Stoutfield over here, so that's the third one that we missed. Ebony down here in the Scorpion Pit that we missed. And then Karagoth that we missed in the Orc encampment. So that's 5. So obviously, I'll have inserted clips for those areas to make sure that you guys at least see what they look like and what to look out for. But honestly, the biggest thing out of all this is to just make sure that if there is a chest there, then you have the name. If there's not a chest there, then there's no name. That means you can essentially, if you're trying to make this quick, you can go in, see if there's a treasure chest. If there isn't one, leave, right? Unless you're looking to get some Slayers, because usually if a boss is not in an area, it's usually supplemented with anywhere from like 3 to 10 trash mobs. So sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. But that's the Cerulean Hills. Essentially, that's it. We have, like I said, there are only 400 Slayers in the Cerulean Hills, so just as much as the waterworks there. Pretty straightforward and easy to get, especially on consistent runs. Like I said, as we went through and got 115. I think you could easily score 75 a run if you're not even trying. So getting to 400 is not going to be difficult. And like I said, that's just easy experience for you guys if you're trying to level your character. And you will also need to be, like I said, if you're trying to get full experience, anywhere from level 1 to level 6 for this wilderness. I do suggest anywhere between level 3 and 4, kind of meet in the middle. That way, you're not going too over or too under what you might be getting. But that's the Cerulean Hills. Pretty straightforward and easy. And like I said, a lot of these things have those explorers, so it's very much so you got to go around and find everything in the path and make sure that nothing is missing. And then, of course, the explorers, they don't tell you where the explorers are on the map. You do just kind of have to go by what you know. Usually you just run into them. But if you look at a map online or follow this guide, you will definitely find them. And the indicator that you get an explorer is by the dialogue that pops up, right? It'll pop up, and you'll obviously get experience for it too. So normally when you're looking for explorers, you want to look for like big buildings or like small caves. Normally there's just like an interchanging between those to see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Cerulean Hills. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate your support. I'm putting a lot of work into this in the attempt to continue to repeat this and essentially lose out on any good experience because I'm already level 10. So you enjoyed this content and you appreciate the work that I put into this, please make sure to like the video and also subscribe to the channel as well. I like to bring you guys some regular DDO content. We're going to go over some low-level quests sometime soon here, and then also, give you guys general ideas behind each and every one, so that way you can enjoy them as you're leveling your character. But until then, please make sure to drink your water, eat your vegetables, and don't be a dick. And I'll catch you guys all in the next episode of Free to Play DDO. Alright, guys. Nerd out.